everyone, welcome to another cast by HD Phoenix. I do have my co-caster with me, HGHX, and this is another game of mOOnGLaDe on the Korean servers. He is spawning at the 6 o'clock position as the red Zerg, and in the 9 o'clock position we have LotzePrime, and it's the blue Protoss. Now, LotzePrime is from the Prime clan, and you have a lot of good people from it, including CheckPrime, but HG, what do you think about this guy?
Hey guys, yeah, LotzePrime is actually a very, very good Protoss player. He actually did knock out Idra in the Season 1 GSL in the round of 32 with, I mean, a very, very creative Void Ray play that when Idra saw the 3 Void Rays, he was like, GG, I'm just gonna get knocked out, I don't care. But yeah, you can see the spawn positions for these two players actually favors the Zerg a slight, I mean, a very slight advantage to mOOnGLaDe because he's able to just pop down that fast expansion, but I'm not too sure if LotzePrime will be sending his profile to just wall his ram with pylons or just...
Well, it does look like, you know, because of the placement of this pylon, it's most likely to drop a gateway here and a cyber core. But you really think this favors the Zerg? Because I do know, because if you look on the minimap, this crescent allows the Zerg to very easily expand out. But because you... I mean, look how fast this Overlord came into his base. This is Metalopolis. Because Metalopolis, the air rush distance is so close. Void Rays are actually really, really powerful on this map. You can hide some Stargates here, or you can hide a Stargate there, and you can basically just Void Ray rush, just like what he did to Idra.
But the main key of this map actually for Zerg players is actually to expand and macro up. But at the same time, scouting is key because if you're gonna get caught off guard by Void Rays, it's practically just GG for you. So you probably need to get some queens out, you know, sack Overlords in and just get scouting information.
Blade's being really greedy, by the way. This is a 15 hatch into 15 spawning pool. So this is about as economical as you can get. So basically, he is not making any form of early workers, any form of early attacking units. It's because he's come over here and he has seen a forge fast expand basically by Lot. So this is too early a forge basically to get, you know, any of the upgrades. This is purely just going to be for cannons, and most likely we're going to see either a pylon here and then some cannons over here. So Lotze is going to be able to take his expansion.
Actually, I'll not be surprised if the probe actually just walls off the Zerg's base ram, and then just place the cannon outside of the ram and just contain the Zerg in his base. So this drone is actually being very, very smart there, patrolling the ram so that he's not able to plant that pylon down. But as you can see, the spawning pool is almost done, so Zerglings can be, you know, coming out soon. So as you can see, a pylon going down there. It just appears that LotzePrime is going for that fast cannon rush, but I'm not too sure if it's going to work out because the spawning pool is almost done.
Well, the thing is because you to get this early forge, right? If you look on the worker count, yeah, he is 3 workers behind. 3 workers behind. He has his first zealot, but this is indirectly doing a lot of economic damage to him. And looking on the production tab, we do have 8 Zerglings on the way, so I think this rush is not going to do anything. mOOnGLaDe, you might say, he's losing economy because he's forced to pull 4 workers off the line. But because he is originally 3 workers ahead, it doesn't really matter. And this is a lot of minerals being devoted to these cannons. If he cancels this, yeah, he's definitely going to have to cancel this because he has absolutely no power. So he spent 400 minerals in 2 cannons.
Oh, he's not going to cancel that cannon? Oh my god, 150 minerals down the drain. All I can say that now is that LotzePrime is in a lot of trouble.
He is huge amount of trouble.
Very behind in workers, and he's very behind in tech. He hasn't even got his cybernetic score up yet, so I would say mOOnGLaDe is in a dominant position to just take the lead from here.
But the thing is like, how do you think Lotze can recover from this? The thing is I really feel that he should be pushing up with these 4 zealots, because if you look on the production tab, Glade is getting 1 spine crawler, just a little bit of defense, but very soon he's just going to be droning hard. But if you push out with these 4 zealots, you're going to be able to do quite a bit of pressure, and you're going to essentially force Glade to make more Zerglings, because right now he only has a handful of Zerglings. He has 8. You push out, like, all you need to do is really push out to this Zergling, and the Zergling's going to be like, oh my god, there's 5 zealots coming, I gotta spam a whole bunch of Zerglings or roaches, and that should have been stuff that is, if you don't put any pressure, Glade's just going to make drones.
Well, I mean, I'm actually very impressed with LotzePrime's play, because instead of throwing down that cybernetic score, he actually chose to throw that Nexus, which is so crucial, because you don't need that fast cybernetic score after, after getting, you know, being packed down by Zerglings on your cannons. But instead, if you choose to expand and try to get your economy up and try to match the Zerg, it's actually a better way to get into the mid game.
Absolutely. Let's look at the worker count. The thing is, you see, because you're not putting out any kind of early pressure, and essentially Lotze has spent all his money on this expansion. Yeah, he should, when his expansion was going up, he should have pushed out like this. This Zergling is going to see it, and looking at the production tab, we're very soon going to see GLaDe going to react to this. There we go, 12 Zerglings being made. That is 6 drones GLaDe should not have been made. So if he had done that, GLaDe wouldn't be so ahead. He is 36 harvesters over 20. And if this does not do a lot of damage to GLaDe's economy, GLaDe...
Oh, and he's gonna block the ram! Oh my god, what a mistake there by GLaDe. He should have blocked off the ram with his queens. And the Zealous are just in his base now, trying to wreck some havoc. Oh, but the Zerglings just do a nice round there. I mean, I would like to see mOOnGLaDe throw down a Roach Warrior anytime soon, because Roaches are just so good against Protoss. I mean...
But, well, the thing is he's in typical mOOnGLaDe fashion, right? He's basically being very economical about his gas. So when he doesn't need the gas, he doesn't get it. So actually very soon, I was just about to say that, he's most likely going to throw down 4 gas, and I called it, and he's just going to play some Uniplay, because if you notice, he has no Roach Warrior, and he's sticking to Zerglings, only just getting the speed. So basically all his money was being... Look, how many drones does this guy have? He has 45 drones, and right now it's the 8-minute mark, and GLaDe is in firm control. This is the time where he's just going to spam units, and LotzePrime has to just basically spend most of his economy getting defensive cannons up, getting probes out, and he's just going to be so behind. He only has 1 gas, just getting his second, and as a Protoss, you really need gas. Otherwise, you just don't have access to your stronger units.
In this spawn positions, Mutas are actually very good because of the short flight distance, but because of the fact that LotzePrime has a forge and he's able to warp in cannons at his mineral line, I mean, the Mutas are just not going to do anything to the mineral line except for gaining a lot of map control. I mean, as a Zerg, you always want a map control, and as you can see, mOOnGLaDe morphing in an Overseer, very good play there, getting as much scouting information as possible, not wanting to get caught up by any like cheesy void wave play or, you know, Phoenix's play. And as you can see, the sentry going in there, but the Overseer will see everything, so he sees like 5 gateways into a Twilight Council, or 4 gateways, I mean. So, I mean, did he see the Twilight Council?
Yeah, he
definitely saw the Twilight Council there. Yeah. So, I mean, I can either mean 2 things, either Blink Stalkers or Dark Templars. But if it's a Dark Templar, I mean, it's gonna fail so horribly.
There's just no way. He's still only on 2 gas. There's no way he has the gas to support a Dark Templar build. Most likely, he is going to try to do a very delayed 4-gate. But the thing is GLaDe is getting a huge amount of army. Basically, I saw him get weapons 1, armor 1. Yes. It is on the way. He's getting Roach speed, and right now this army is extremely vulnerable to mass Roach. And right now GLaDe does have the economy to support it. He is 1,500 minerals, 400 gas, and essentially when you have that kind of economy, you can non-stop inject lava. Every single lava you throw into Roaches and Overlords, and you will not be able to spend your money.
I actually would like to see GLaDe grab a 4th base now because of his overwhelming economy.
He has it, but it's an in-base hatchery.
I mean, I really like the play there by mOOnGLaDe, because instead of choosing to go Mutas, he went Mass Roaches instead, and Mass Roaches just destroy any Protoss army. I mean, Colossus can do...
Just checking for expansion.
Colossus can do a significant amount of damage, but
yes,
significant amount of Immortals, Roaches will just rip the shit out of Gateway units.
The thing is okay, let's look on LotzePrime's site right now. This is what he sees. He sees a lair, a spawning pool, and a hatchery. Let's look at what he really has. Look at all this stuff. He has 2 Evo Chambers, a Roach War, and a 2nd in-base hatch, a 3rd. LotzePrime doesn't see any of this, and because he's playing blind, trying to send out a scouting zealot that doesn't even make it past like 100 meters from his base, he's forced to spend all his minerals on what he thinks is going to be Mutas, because he thinks most likely short flight distance is going to be Mutas. But GLaDe is not having any of that. He is just going to go pure Roaches. And you look at the army size, this is something you don't normally see. 3,000 mineral army for the Zerg and 1,000 for the Protoss, 1,500 for the Protoss. It's usually the other way around, and then when the Protoss push out, then the Zerg reacts. But right now, this army by GLaDe is massive! This is so many units! 40 Roaches versus 1 Zealot, 11 Stalkers, and 3 Sentries. Like, what the hell? And they have 1-1. Did these Protoss even have any upgrades? They have 1 attack. That's it.
I mean, I don't see how LotzePrime can come back to the game. Looking at the army tab, the supply difference is just too great. I mean, 83 supply to like the army tab. Yeah,
160.
You can once a Zerg hits a critical point of time where you can just macro up. It doesn't matter. This
is really good scouting. I would have really liked LotzePrime to instead get a robotics and get an observer out, because it's a lot of money and a lot of time to spend for hallucination. But he did get the scouting information just to see this death ball of army with 2 attack, 2 carapace on the way, and there is just absolutely no way